Police made more than 300 arrests and 28 officers were injured at Notting Hill Carnival over the bank holiday weekend. Scotland Yard said officers made 313 arrests for a range of offences including 112 for drugs and 58 for offensive weapons. 28 officers were injured across both days, while 17 arrests were made for assault on police, the Met said. The two-day bank holiday festivities saw hundreds of thousands of revelers dance their way around the West London Carnival route, while there were a number of opportunities for attendees to pay their respects to those who died in the Grenfell Tower fire. Police hold a man during the second and final day of the Notting Hill Carnival, PA. 3 people were injured when an acidic liquid was thrown over a crowd near Ladbroke Grove on Sunday evening. Medics treated them for skin irritation, but their injuries were not thought to be serious. 2 other people were injured in a stampede as revelers fled in panic following the incident. The number of arrests is so far lower than in 2016, when more than 450 people were detained across the 2 days of festivities. People observe a minute's silence in memory of the victims of the Grenfell Tower fire during the second day of Carnival, PA. Police said this year some 14 arrests for sexual offences were also carried out, 37 public order arrests and 17 common assault arrests. Officers seized a number of knives, batons, CS spray and a hammer. 2 women waved for the cameras at the start of Day 2 of Notting Hill Carnival. Carnival performers parade in the sunshine on the main parade day of the Notting Hill Carnival. Hot stuff. Carnival goers bask in what was predicted to be record levels of heat. A woman dances in the sunshine at Carnival. A Carnival performer poses for photos. A woman blows kisses to the camera as parades get underway on the second day of Carnival. Carnival performers parade in the sunshine. A woman dances in the parade on Day 2 of the 2017 Carnival. A woman gives a cheeky wiggle for photographers. Performers make their way to the start of the parade on the second and final day of the Notting Hill Carnival. Dancers head to Carnival on the 2-bay Dancer Bears, almost all ahead of the second day of Carnival. There will be further commemorations for the Grenfell Tower victims later today. Police officers pass performers ahead of the second day of Carnival. Dancers from the Paraiso School of Samba observe their own minute's silence in memory of the victims of the Grenfell Tower fire. Performers prepare to take part in the parade. 2 women make their way to the start of the parade. Juliana Campos and her 9-year-old daughter practice their moves before the start of the celebrations. 4 women in burlesque outfits get ready to wow the crowds at Carnival. Samba dancers prepare for their big day in the sun. 4 dancers get ready to take part in the Carnival parade overnight. More than 200 people, 30 refused trucks and a large motorway vehicle to wash down the roads have been used by the council's contractors Suez to clear the streets where Carnival goers partied just hours before. By daybreak on Tuesday, an estimated 300 tons of rubbish, the weight of 25 London buses, was swept from the area. Highlights: Notting Hill Carnival 2017. Councillor Mary Wheel, lead council member for communities with responsibility for Carnival, said, "This year's Notting Hill Carnival was different to any other. The Grenfell Tower fire was something that we all thought about. However, it was heartening to see the numbers of people that came to Carnival and the many who stopped and reflected at the minute's silence on Sunday and Monday. The challenge our council officers and Suez face clearing up after one of Europe's biggest street parties before people head off to work on Tuesday morning is a staggering task. People start to run after a mild acidic liquid was thrown over a crowd near Ladbroke Grove. I would like to thank all of them for their efforts." Dozens of white doves were released to mark the start of the festivities on Sunday, in an emotional opening ceremony that included a performance of Bridge Over Troubled Water. Huge Carnival overnight cleanup begins to clear 300 tons of waste. The colorful parade of floats and revelers halted for a minute's silence at 3 p.m. on both days to remember those killed in June's deadly fire just a short distance away. Those who marked the minute's silences included firefighters, who removed their helmets and bowed their heads outside North Kensington Fire Station, before being embraced, congratulated and thanked by Carnival goers. Both periods of reflection ended with spontaneous applause and cheers. The Lancaster West Estate, where the blackened shell of the tower stands, was fenced off from the main Carnival procession out of respect for local residents and mourners.